the best gacha game is subjective. It is dependent on each individual human being. I am into strategy games, so a game like Arknights might appeal more to me, whereas Mrs. Stix is more into open world games like Genshin Impact or Tower of Fantasy. So to her, Arknights isn't necessarily that great a game, but games like Genshin are. With this in mind, I went on a Google and typed in the best anime gacha games because I'm going to be doing a new series of videos where I go through and rank the best gacha games of various different subgenres, the best anime gacha, action gacha, narrative driven gacha, strategy, turn-based, etc., to maybe bring new games to your attention, games that you might not have known about. In so doing, found quite a few top lists on numerous websites. I remember Pocket Tactics, actually one of the top games it listed was, interestingly enough, Raid Shadow Legends, and this actually has sponsored links to every single game that they're talking about, but that isn't what I was looking for. What I was looking for were anime games, and admittedly, I didn't really find anything that covered that specific topic. What I did find though was this article over on Dexerto that was published on October 2nd, so a little over a week ago. It goes on to state it is a list of the best gacha mobile games for 2023. So this is a week-old list of gacha games that they believe are the top, the highest ranked, the best. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna rank this because Dexerto is known to be a I can't even say this with a straight face, a paragon of factual, coherent information. Gacha games are extremely popular amongst mobile gamers, but with the sheer volume of titles available, it can be tricky deciding what to play. However, we've got you covered with a list of the very best gacha games you can play in 2023 as of October 2nd. The massive success of games such as Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail, gacha games have gained mass popularity in the last few years. They're easy to pick up and play, and well, I'm going to be honest here, Honkai Star Rail's success isn't the reason gacha games are popular. And admittedly, didn't Genshin Impact release in like 2020? Yeah, 2020. Whereas, didn't Fate Grand Order release a long time before that? Yeah, July 2015. So, Fate Grand Order released 5 years before Genshin. Genshin Impact, I think, made so 4 billion by the end of 2022. So realistically, you're looking at about 6 billion as of 2023, the end of 2023. But Fate Grand Order, not Fate Grand Order Impact revenue, Fate Grand Order has made $7 billion. Fate Grand Order is a higher grossing game than Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail. Now, admittedly, this is over, I think, what, 8 years, whereas Genshin's is only over 3, but Fate Grand Order has been a successful gacha game for longer than Genshin has, and significantly longer than Honkai Star Rail has been. The first game in their list, Azur Lane. Blending unique interior design with fantastic naval warfare, Azur Lane couldn't get any more unique. It's filled with beautiful artwork, an adorable story, and gameplay that will leave you occupied for hours. Okay, I do have a little bit to say about that. Yes, Azur Lane, incredibly free-to-play friendly gacha game. You can literally obtain every single waifu and upgrade them in-game without spending a cent. It does have a very fun story. It does have incredible waifus, some of the best in the entire genre. But the gameplay, I've played for hundreds of hours, and the gameplay is admittedly not one of its selling points. A lot of the gameplay is fairly autoplay. Gameplay that will leave you occupied for hours is a stretch. Gameplay that you can let play on auto for hours, that's definitely plausible, but if you're late in game or at end game, then no. It's just not true. This is one of the best gacha games of 2023 purely because it's an underrated joy to play. Not underrated at all. Everyone that enjoys Azur Lane really enjoys Azur Lane. Nevertheless, while perhaps underrated, this game is getting constant updates. This is such a unique style that any anime gacha fan will adore. Next up, Dragalia Lost. Wait, Dragalia Lost? Didn't that shut down months ago? Dragalia Lost. shut down November 2022. This game shut down November 2022. This article was published on October 2nd, 2023. The game had been shut down for literally an entire year when this article was made. Did they put any thought into this whatsoever? Did they just go on to like some random ass Reddit thread that listed the top 10 gacha games and then just, you know, or they were like, oh, you know what? I'm going to go to Wikipedia, open Wikipedia up and quickly type in what is this game and, you know, take the synopsis of it and be like, here we go. Now I'm just going to use ChatGPT to have them rewrite the synopsis for the game. Because that Dragalia Lost has been shut down for a year. Dragalia Lost has recently delved into the depths of mobile game. Not recently, this game has been dead for a while. It's a fantastic RPG gacha experience, allows you to battle tough bosses, and yeah, it was fun. It actually was fun, but it's not fun anymore because it's dead. It's shut down. The only issue surrounds the financial side of the gacha mobile game. It's free to play mobile, but there's a lot of pay to win features, which can be, no, it's dead. What? You need to edit this article. This is not relevant at all for an article posted a week ago. Hatsune Miku Colorful Stage. I don't know a single person that has played this. This is, how many games are listed in this? 10? We're 3 games in, and only 1 of them are relevant so far. Mobile games are filled with combat and building lovable characters up to unbelievable levels of power. While it's a lot of fun, it's not always what mobile gamers are looking for. Sometimes they just want a bit of challenge mixed with a lot of fun. This is where Hatsune Miku Colorful Stage comes in. It's a fantastic gacha mobile game filled with music, singing, and adorable characters. You'll have to be careful as this game does get a little challenging, but it's a kind of experience where you'll never want to put it down. It'll always just be one more song. I can't say whether that's true or not. I've never played the game. Before we cover the remainder of the games in this list, though, let me take a moment here to thank our incredible patrons over on Patreon who allow for me to continue to do dedicated videos like this every single day. You guys are absolutely incredible. Honkai Star Rail. Oh my god, in a shocking turn of events, Honkai Star Rail is in here, and I'm assuming Genshin Impact will be too. I'm hoping Punishing Grey Raven, Blue Archive, Arknights, Path to Nowhere, Epic 7, Nikke, maybe Tower of Fantasy are all in this. Honkai Star Rail is the latest game from Genshin Impact developers Hoyoverse. Like its predecessor, it features a large character roster and vibrant anime-inspired visuals, but it swaps out action combat for more traditional turn-based gameplay. In a sci-fi adventure, you'll join a band of fighters in their space. Okay, so yeah, this is literally just a synopsis of what it is. With stunning graphics and an engaging story, it's certainly going to give Genshin Impact a run for its money. Literally, all you did was say that it was a turn-based game that looks good. Many of the game's strongest characters can only be obtained by pulling on banners. Yes, this is a gacha game. How is this a description of the game? This is actually written by a child. I'm sorry. This tells us nothing about the game. Turn-based, pretty game. Arknights, okay, good. Arknights is a gacha mobile game that sets the bar for what a title of this genre should look like. It's got a gripping storyline, lovable characters, and a challenge everyone will want to take on. All that combined with graphics and designs that fit perfectly makes this game a game no one should miss. It's undeniably one of the best gacha games of 2023 and is one that brings together the joys of tower defense and moving stories that will leave you obsessed. Moving stories, what does that mean? I see Vinya, I see a lot of like 4-star heroes here or less. I wonder, I'm gonna search this image with Google. I'm curious if this is something they just pulled off of the internet. Oh no, wait, hold on. Oh no, they didn't. They stole the image. This image was originally posted on MMOs.com. Here is the nice, crisp 1080p image with the MMOs.com logo. Here is the RIP image on Dexerto with the MMOs.com logo removed and the image cut in half so they don't have to give credit. Dude, you're not even giving credit to the original post. Come on, dude. Like, okay. Here's the thing. Sometimes I use art from artists on Pixiv or Twitter, and when I do, I always make sure to give credit. So this example here in this video, the source was from Teddy Pocket. I couldn't link to it because this is actually a not safe for work Twitter. Here's another one. The source for this video is Momoku. So I always link back to the source if I use fan art. They didn't. Wow. Now I wonder if they stole the any future images they use. Next up, we have Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. If you're a fan of Star Wars and a fan of Gacha games, look no further than Star Wars Galaxy. So, all right, let's see exactly how popular Galaxy of Heroes is. I've admittedly never heard of Galaxy of Heroes, but 800,000 downloads, $7 million. That's making 11 times more than Tower of Fantasy makes. Holy crap, that is actually a very popular gacha game. Wow. Still slower than other games of the genre, with it being a turn-based experience, but don't let that put you off. Just go over 50 million installs, and ratings are primarily praising its brilliant gameplay and fantastic link to the famous franchise. So they're basically like, this is a turn-based game set in the Star Wars universe. That is not selling me at all in the game. I have no idea what kind of game this is, except I do see Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, Chewbacca, and the old guy. So there's that. Dragon Ball Legends. In the same way that Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes is ideal for Star Wars fans, Legends is a go-to gacha for Dragon Ball fans. I'm curious if this is true, because I remember, I think Dokkan Battle is, so Legends, 1.2 million downloads, $7 million. Dokkan Battle, 600,000 downloads, 22 million. $22 million this game made. No, that is not the go-to. I'm sorry. Legends might be popular, but Dokkan Battle eclipsed Legends. It's got brilliant battles, customizable characters, and even a bit of PvP when you want to rain some devastation. So yeah, it doesn't tell us anything about the game at all. It's just saying you can customize characters and battle people. Fire Emblem Heroes. Now that's a name I actually do recognize. It's a fantastic mobile gacha game where players get to engross themselves in the already established world of Fire Emblem. However, with this game you get to compete in duels and play the game a bit more strategically. Absolutely nothing about the game. I bet I bet this image was probably taken from another website as well, right? It looks like that is in fact the case. In 2017, Pocket Gamer posted this image on their website, and that seems to be the exact same image. No credit given. They just listed this is from Nintendo, as opposed to linking back to the Pocket Gamer website. Classy, Dexerto. Very classy. The best mobile games of 2023 so far. That's literally exactly what we're looking at. Okay, you know what? But we're on Dexerto. We're dedicated to this. Pokemon Unite. Pokemon took advantage of the gacha craze sweeping the video game industry. Aside from Pokemon Go, this is one of the only official and successful Pokemon mobile games. I don't think Unite is actually successful. 600,000. $1.5 million only. Yeah, that is not a very successful Pokemon game, or gacha game rather. Cookie Run Kingdom. Okay, admittedly I have heard of that. I've never played it. Does make $5 million, so it's pretty successful. Taking the world by storm. The adorable Cookie Run Kingdom will leave you wanting more and feeling a little hungry for some cookies. It's got classic kingdom building mechanics combined with a wonderful story, some adorable characters, and enough levels to keep you playing for hours. You can go in and hope for the best or face battle with strategy and the right cookies. How you play is up to you. Again, not very descriptive. I have no idea what the fuck I'm even looking at. Next up, Genshin Impact. I guess this would be here. With thousands of players joining the game each day. No, each day, no. Genshin Impact. New players, 2.6 million. You're literally looking at almost 100,000 people joining a day. Genshin Impact is a popular following on mobile. It's such a successful game that seems to be paving the way for gacha games both in the present and the future. Very true. Not much needs to be said about Genshin Impact, aside from the fact you have to experience it to understand it. Not much. Hey, Stix. What is Genshin Impact? You know what? You don't have to say anything about Genshin Impact. You just need to experience it. Yeah, but like, what is it? Like, what kind of game is it? You just have to experience it. Okay, yeah, but like, what if I don't? What if it's a kind of genre with a kind of gameplay and a kind of graphical style I really don't like? Doesn't matter. You just have to experience it. What? Marvel Strike Force is next. Turn-based RPG composed of all your favorite Marvel superheroes. I don't think that actually makes that much money, does it? 5 million. I was wrong. This is fairly popular. I've never played it though, but I have heard some good things about it. Alchemy Stars. Okay, I'm gonna be honest here. Alchemy Stars is not a bad game, but it is a very obscure game. $200,000 it makes a month. This is an almost completely dead game. It often gets compared to Arknights. Nobody, I mean, yeah, there are similar mechanics in so that it's a strategy game, but like the gameplay is almost nothing like Arknights. Just because they're both tactical strategy games does not mean that they should be compared to one another. Rage... like, I know I have a friend, Papa Tez, who actually loves Raid Shadow Legends, and every time I see him, I tell him, you have really bad taste in gacha games. But as I noted at the beginning of the video, everyone has their own subjective view of what is a good or what is not a good gacha game. So while I don't think Raid Shadow Legends is a very good game, there are a lot of people that do in fact enjoy it. It does not have fantastic graphics. It does not have a gripping storyline. It does have some cool heroes, and it is definitely not one of the biggest mobile gacha games out there. It is pretty big, but far from being one of the biggest. Top of the great graphics and gameplay, regular update. That's it? Come on, man. Are you serious? That's serious. So, what didn't we see here? Blue Archive, Punishing Grey Raven, Path to Nowhere, Honkai Impact 3rd, Tower of Fantasy, Nikke, Fate Grand Order. There are so many gacha games that should be in this list that just aren't. What the fuck even is this list? And how is Dragalia Lost, a game that has been shut down for a year, included in it when this list was literally made on October 2nd? That's why you can't trust websites like this that don't have any kind of investment in the genre itself. You have to listen to the creators that do in fact play it and do in fact live in that genre. Now, if this isn't none of these games or games you're at all interested in, absolutely no problem. I got you covered with 2 different videos on screen right now that might be of more interest to you.